Good afternoon, I'm Paul Haywood with Winfield Solutions, and I'm here with Donnie Majerus from CEA Co-op, and this is another US 104 crop camp. Today Donnie and I are out in a bean field at the answer plot at Worthington, Minnesota, and we're going to talk about soybean aphids, and we're just kind of getting into the stage. And so Donnie, we've got kind of a chart here a little bit, talks about the timing and vegetative state of where we need to be, when to try to make that decision about putting on insecticides to control those. And Don, why don't you talk a little bit about what you have in your hand here. We pulled up a plant, and as far as staging and timing of application for an insecticide.
Yeah, Paul, we pulled a plant out of the soybean field behind us, and basically what we're looking at an R2 plant this stage is in. And how you actually count to an R2 is you count from the nodes from the top. So if I count down 1, 2, 3, 4th, in the 4th node, in order to be R2, we're looking at plods at least 16th of an inch long.
Okay.
And we are at that stage today.
Okay, so we're at the time to do that. So we walked out the field today. We had a farmer train today, Donnie, and we did find a few aphids out here. We think we're probably in the stage of trying to do some aphid scouting and that sort of thing.
Well, I think you should be constantly scouting your bean fields, but today as we walked out, we found just a very few aphids, so I would continue to scout this field at least every 3rd to 4th day, because the aphids we did find were winged aphids. We know that the colonization part is happening, and I think in the next 2 weeks, Paul, we should continue a pretty aggressive scouting on these fields to see if aphid spraying is going to be an option on this farm.
So considering I'm one of your growers and we're making some recommendations today, what would we recommend to spray with? We've got some different systems here. We brought some samples along of products that we could utilize, and how would you make that recommendation?
Today, if I was going to spray today, I would use a combination of products. First product is called Yuma, which is a fumigant, which is the pint rate, a quick knockdown, a little less residual per acre. The other product I would be looking at would be the Tundra product, which is your synthetic pyrethroids, 4-ounce rate, give you a little longer residual. Or Paul, you could use a combination of both products, which has been very popular, using 4 ounces of Yuma with 4 ounces of Tundra to give you both quick knockdown and some longer residuals. And of course, you want to come back with Interlock. Interlock is a drift control canopy penetrating agent to allow us to basically get through this canopy. We have a lot of canopy out here in the fields, plus give us some drift control, because as you can see today we got a little wind out here, and we're probably going to have to spray with a little windier conditions.
So with a tremendous amount of growth that we're having, we're getting the row coverage like we do need to get the Interlock in there to get the penetration. Obviously doing a canopy control, we're multiple modes of action here, where we do have a fumigant and a synthetic pyrethroid. It'd be pretty critical for us to control aphids out here in the field. So at this point in time, if you have questions about how to stage your crop for proper application for aphid control, contact one of the CEA offices or one of the agronomists from Co-op Elevator Association based out of Ocheyedan, and I'd be more than happy to come out and scout that field. And for Donnie and Paul, that's another US 104.net crop camp.